Welcome to the third video in our series on reading skills. This video we'll ask and answer the question, what is a topic sentence? In our first video in the series on paragraphs, we learned that a topic sentence has a topic and a main idea, and writers use them to introduce the one thing that they want to talk about in a paragraph. The second video, we learned about hooks or hook sentences, and the idea that the topic sentence is not always the first sentence in a short paragraph. Sometimes it's later, and there is a difference between the hook sentences and what we'll look at today, the topic sentence. And that difference is that a hook sentence is an introduction. It's a way of getting your attention and hopefully making you a little bit interested in actually reading the rest of the paragraph before you get to the topic sentence, because the topic sentence itself might be quite boring. We're going to look at an example of a fairly boring topic sentence today. One more thing, we also learned that looking for repeating words is a great way to find the topic and main idea. So let's use what we've learned so far and switch over to the paragraph. So here we go. In this paragraph, the very first sentence is our topic sentence. As I say, it's not very interesting. We have a topic, Amakodari. One moment, let's just move that across, and now we can highlight Amakodari, and the main idea is there are different opinions about the topic. That's not really a great idea. It doesn't really tell us much about what the writer's going to write about. But okay, it's still a topic sentence, just a not very interesting one. We can use the techniques that we studied last class to double check that was actually the topic, and we'll find the word Amakodari repeated in the text several times, and notice that Amakodari is written in italics. We use italics for writing non-English words that are not very well known by English speakers. So in this case, Amakodari is quite a Japanese idea, so we put it in italics. Now, there are some other words that use pronouns. For example, this or this practice. And these are also words that repeat the topic. This practice, and again, down here we have business practice, and one more word, system. System is a synonym for practice, and both are words that have a similar meaning to Amakodari. It's a system, it's a way of doing things. If you're not sure about the meaning of practice, as I'm using it in this video, please have a look at a dictionary, and you can always ask me in class. Now, the main idea was that there are differing opinions. Well, that's not very clear. But to help us, the writer has used transition words, and we're going to cover those in a future video. But for today, I'm just going to quickly point out there are two transition phrases that tell us on one hand and on the other hand. So we can understand quite quickly there are two opinions in this paragraph. And then we can look at what kind of opinions are they. We've got in this one good words like good, so we've got a positive opinion words that fit in with good. Maybe actively supporting is another, word that's quite good. Getting a job. Getting a job is always good because you get paid. And this word here, benefit, is another positive word. So we begin with positive ideas about Amakodari. And then in the second half, we have, on the other hand, Amakodari is now seen by many as a bad. So we have a different opinion here, a bad business practice. And words that are quite negative, we'll just highlight: scandals, outrageous perks. Again, if you don't know these words, check a dictionary. They're very, very common. Angered is another one. And there's more: illegally. Another very important word you should know, because these are bribery, scandal. These all appear in newspapers very, very frequently. Now, we do have two concluding sentences. So there is a conclusion to this paragraph, and the conclusion is: Amakodari originally was to find good. So we're repeating one of those opinions. Originally to find good retirement options. The reality is the system has also created some serious scandals, which is repeating the negative opinion. So we have our topic sentence repeated in the concluding sentence. We'll talk about that more again in a future video. The important thing here, and thank you for listening this far, is to go back and talk about what a topic sentence is. A topic sentence is a summary of all the other sentences in the paragraph. So when you find your topic sentence, this is a summary of all the other sentences. And as you can see, that summary is: there are two main opinions about Amakodari. One is good, one is bad. And all these sentences are connected. So all these sentences here are connected to this topic sentence. I'm going to talk about this more next week. We call this a strongly connected sentences. So strongly connected sentences are sentences that are all connected to this topic sentence. How are they connected? They're connected by either the main idea or by the topic, or by both. And opinions, as you can see, we highlighted lots of opinions, and topic words, we highlighted lots of topic words. So that's it in a nutshell for this video. We'll look at the supporting sentences in the next video in this series. But for now, I'd like you to go to Monologue and look at assignment 3. I'd like you also to think about the class next week and how you might prepare for the class next week. As the topic is Amakodari, it's certainly something that you could look up on the internet. In this video, I've given you a few hints about where to look. So please review the video and look at the ideas in this short paragraph. It will help you prepare for next class. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.